Election Day is right around the corner. Tonight, we're going to meet the candidate, Alex Stillman, the current vice mayor of Arcata, who's currently running for the Arcata City Council. Thank you, Alex, so much for taking the time to speak with us this evening.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Now, Alex, what do you see as the most pressing issue in our area? Then how do you plan to solve it?
Oh, I think the most pressing issue happens to be housing. It affects all residents, whether they're housed or not housed. And I will continue, as I have been working for the last 2 years, with property owners and developers trying to figure out how to move the housing issues forward. What takes a long time is once you figure out what to do, or if you find someone or a piece of property, you have several years before you'll be able to see a shovel hit the ground and projects start. So it's not an overnight situation. It takes time to create it. And I've been on the council for the last 2 years. I filled a seat that Emily Goldsmith was vacated because she left town. And since then, I've been working with various people that are builders and property owners trying to figure out how to move housing forward in our area.
Perfect. And describe a recent local decision you agree with, then one you disagree with, and tell us why.
Well, I definitely agree with the gateway idea, because I think we have to figure out how to have additional housing. And in the gateway, it's very close to the downtown, to the plaza, but it's also in a somewhat underutilized area of Arcata. It so has a lot of industrial development. We have 2 industrial parks in Arcata, which are starting to move forward, and I figure in the next few years they're going to move forward, and we can then see about what's appropriate to move various people that have projects, currently have businesses within the gateway, to new areas, and how to assist them in doing that. So that's something I agree with. The one I didn't agree with was the K Street, for having them remove all the parking on K Street for bicycles. Because during the gateway planning area, there was a group of citizens that were really concerned about L Street having vehicular traffic on it that would be cars and trucks. And they wanted to see it as for bicycles and for pedestrians. And I think that's the appropriate place for us to have the bicycle transportation at that time. So that's something I didn't agree with, and I'm hoping that it'll change and we'll be able to follow through on what the residents of the gateway were really interested in changing. No traffic of motor vehicle traffic on L Street.
Lastly, Alex, really quickly, have you received any donations or endorsements from any groups?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now, thank you, Alex, for taking the time to speak with us this evening. If you would like to listen to the entire interview again, or to read what Alex Stillman has to say about other questions which we didn't have time to ask this evening, visit our website, krcrtv.com.